Okay. Well, very good morning, guys. So we completed two things, guys. One is designing the UIs using HTML controls, HTML helpers. Third option is strongly typed HTML helpers. So today, let's try to understand what exactly are the strongly typed HTML helpers. Okay. Yeah. Strongly typed HTML helpers. Okay. In the above program, when we are reading the form values by using model object in post action method, we have a problem. What is the problem? Control name should exactly be same as the property name. Yes or not? If these two names are mismatching, you cannot read the value in your code. Correct or not? Compulsory, the control name and the property name both should match with each other. If both are matching only, you can read the values. Otherwise, you cannot read the value. Okay. So for example, if the property name is SID in model class and control name also should be SID only. And if we give this as wrong, we don't get any compile time or runtime error, but the control value will not be read into the model property. I shown you this practically. I changed the name as SID, yes number, and the value did not come there. Already shown you day before yesterday. Okay. So compulsory, the name has to match. If it is not matching, no compile time error and no runtime error. Are you clear? Will not read into model property, and also IntelliSense will not help us to identify the model property name. To overcome this problem, in MVC 2.0, we are provided with strongly typed HTML helpers. We are provided with a concept called as strongly typed HTML helpers. And these helpers purely depends on model classes. These helpers purely depends on model classes. So while designing the UI, we don't require to give any name to control. No need of giving any name to the control. Strongly typed HTML helpers are also same as HTML helpers we have used it till now. But the only difference is here, every helper method is suffixed with per. For example, we have label. For that we have HTML helpers strongly, both are there. But the second one is introduced in 2.0, MVC 2.0. In MVC 1.0, we have only HTML helpers. And from 2.0 onwards, we have HTML helpers also, strongly typed HTML helpers also, both are there. So how do you differentiate label? Label for hidden, hidden for list box for everything you'll have for there. How do we use this HTML helper? Is just look at this. For example, your model class is student. Okay, @model. Okay, just simply writing student. Array namespace name all should be prefixed. Just for example, I'm writing. And now in the model class, you have a property called as SID. So your text box name also should be SID. Then only this value will come and fall there, correct? Suppose while creating the text box, I'm writing HTML @HTML dot text box, and I'm writing yes number. But here in the class, what is the name of the property? SID. What I'm giving here? No error. It won't show me any error. But what happens? The control value will not be coming over here. Are you clearer or not? But when we go for strongly typed helper, how we use it, HTML dot text box per. Okay. Yes. Yes is an alias name. Yes represents your student. Any name you can give. No problem. Lambda expression. Yes dot SID. IntelliSense will work now. IntelliSense will show you the name of the property. So while creating this text box, IntelliSense is not coming into action. Sir, yesterday you said IntelliSense will work when I'm printing the values, but not when I'm creating my text box. When I create my text box, here we don't have any IntelliSense in the double quotes. It won't show you just a list of the properties. You give whatever name you want. But if this name matches with the property name here, the value will come there. If the name doesn't match us, the value will not come there. No compile time error, no runtime error. But now in words, how do you create your controls? Text box for. Then, yes, any name. It's an alias name. This represents your model. Which model, sir? Which model you imported on the top? That model only. If you import student, yes refers to student. If you import employee, yes refers to employee. If you import a customer, yes refers to customer. Anything you import, it refers to that. Lambda expression, yes dot, will give you the list of all the properties. And you can simply say yes dot, and you can simply use the property name there. Understood or not? This is what we call strongly typed HTML. It means they are directly bound with your properties now. These are directly bound with the properties in this context. Okay. See. In our yesterday's code, what is this name here? But guys, I'll change this as yes number. Basically, when I'm typing, is IntelliSense coming into action? No. See, when I write yes here, dot, Ray, nothing is coming. And when you type here, IntelliSense is not coming into action now. Are you clear? Okay. Now, I'm giving you a yes number. Now come to your student controller. Go to the, put a breakpoint. Run. Fill the ID. Fill in some name. Okay, a class, vendor, fees, address. And now click on save button. Look, man, ID did not come here. If you want, see. Remaining all are loaded. ID is not loaded. Why? Control name is not matching with property name. Control name is yes number. Property name is, when these two are not matching, the values are not read into your application. The values are not read into your application. So the value did not come here. SID is not loaded here. Is it clear or not? Okay. So to resolve it, going forward, what we are going to do is we'll be using strongly typed helpers. How? Text box per. Now give some name here. Any name you like. That is a alias. That is like an instance of your model that is imported on the top now. Which model you imported? Lambda expression. Look, guys. It's of type dynamic. It's of type dynamic. Yes dot. And here, oh, we did not import the model here. That's why we did not get it. We did not import the model here. Now, just a minute. Let's import. How? @model. UI designing dot models dot student. Because we did not import anything, it's shown you as a dynamic. But because you imported now, T model, yes. Now, yes dot. All attributes now. You got all the attributes. Yes refers to what? Check it out. Yes is what? Student, yes. Yes is your student. Here, now here also it is showing, you see, initially it was just identifying. That's all. It takes time. Immediately it may not show you the output. What it showed you? Something yes model, something no. It is student. You give any name you like, no problem. Okay. So this refers to your student. Why student? That is a model what you have imported. So if I import multiple models, you can't. One view can be bound only with one model. Did you catch my point? The one view can be bound only with one model. The two or three models I want. Not possible. That's not possible. One view, one model. So because it's one view, one model, when you say yes here, automatically it refers to the model what is available on the top. I hope you guys are clear. Yes or not? These are what we called as strongly typed HTML helpers. No need to learn anything specially here. All these only, but now you use dot per all the places. That's it. Okay. So we'll try them, guys. Yeah. They're all the things what we have. Again, in our student controller, last class what we designed, I'm just going to write these two methods again. Same methods. Same thing only. But to differentiate, I'll say strongly typed. Now I'm using strongly typed. Okay. So what will you do? Just a minute. Forget about these things. Come on, let's add a view, guys. Right click, add view. First, @model MVC UI designing dot models dot student @using HTML dot begin form @HTML dot label for @HTML dot label for what happens here, you know, listen. The property has a name now. The property name will be your label text. The property name will be your label text now. SID is the label text. Did you understand or not? The property name will be your label text. Same. Dot text box for yes. Yes dot yes ID. Okay. Just a second. Run and see. Watch. The property name is a label text now. Understood? The label text will be the property name. So if you right click and go to view page source, you can observe here. What is it? Label for. Same way, input. The field SID must be a. It has a validation also, you noticed it? Why is it? SID is integer type. So it has a validation also. What is it? The field SID must be. We'll discuss more on these validations going forward. And see, it's a required field. It is a required field. ID name. Understood? You have multiple benefits here. I talked about only one benefit, but I have multiple benefits. What is it? Validations and all will come into picture. I'll show you one by one. But first I'm just trying to understand you only the difference between HTML helpers and strongly typed HTML helpers. But multiple benefits are there. We'll show you one by one going forward. Am I clear? Okay. So same. Now create a name. S dot name. Next, class. For class, watch it. First label, afterwards list, afterwards select list. What I created? Drop down list, class. Same only here. Yesterday you written class comma class in the double quotes. Now you're directly taking from the model. That's it. Other than that, there's no difference. Next, gender. Gender only, here also gender only. Male, female. And is the text you wanted to show. Yeah, fees, address. Are you clear? Nothing different in the same way how you are creating in the previous example. Then we have the two buttons. Now, when you click on the submit, automatically all the values should come into the student now. Put a breakpoint. Run. If I enter a wrong value, entered a wrong value there, right? Okay, hold on. Entering a name, entering the class, entering the gender, fees, address. Click save. When it is a wrong value, SID is not taken here. We can do validations. Okay, that's our next level. We'll just do that. Means it is wrong value on the client machine only. We'll stop it and say this is invalid value. Are you getting my point? Okay, we'll just say it is going to be invalid value. Okay, so automatically got the output here. Yeah, we got it because here we called display student. Here also, let's create a new view, display student, ST. Add a view, right click, add view. Oh, sorry. It is display student ST. At the rate, I want to show you one thing, guys. Just want to show you one thing. What's it? We have so many things that are coming below. Okay, we are just so many things that are coming below, and you can just check it out. The things here, like when we add a view, what are the options that we come? We are always not selecting anything. Simply, just a second. Let me delete that view. Which view? Display student. Yeah. What is the display student? ST. Delete it. And come on. Once again, we'll do it. How? Add view. What is the name? Display student ST. And yeah, I never used, shown you all this particular thing. What are these templates? Empty without model. But now you're using a model. Yes or not? Suppose here, if I select empty, means it is associated with a model. It is associated with a model. And here it will ask you, what is the model class? See, when I say empty without model, this is disabled. But when I say empty enabled, and now you can choose your model class now. What's a model class? Student is your model class. See what happens. Without you writing, it writes automatically on the top. Are you clear? Empty. So nothing came. But it writes you this on the top. Every day you're typing. From last 2-3 days, you're typing that. Okay? One more time. Add view. Select. No, wait. So many options are there. Okay. Here we have an option called as a list. This list I'll tell you. Details. I'm choosing an option called details. Again, asking your model class. I'm selecting my model student. It writes you the code for displaying the details also. It writes you the code for displaying the details. See, display name for. This will get you the property name. Display for will get you the property value. Did you understand me or not? Display name for will get you property name. Display for will get you property value. Check. Add a student ST. Fill the details. I don't require to write. It generates me all the things to you. With links to go to edit, back, all these options will be automatically coming there. You have the edit option there. Back to list option there. All this. Can you close the door? Okay. Fine. Next. Add view. Display student ST. Create. If I select this and if I use my model class, it will create a view for you for entering the data. You written the code for creating a view for displaying an Xbox now. Now the view is ready now. Label for, editor for, like this, it is just going to create. Okay, editor for I did not tell you now. Editor, we have, I'll tell you, wait, I said you editor now is editor for. What is the editor for is? Editor for basically will generate a control based on the data type of the column. Will generate a control based on the data type of the column. If the data type is a Boolean, it will generate a radio button. If the data type is a integer, it will generate you a numeric text box. You know numeric text box? Input the type is equals to number. We have an option in HTML. Yes or not? If your data type is a password, it will automatically generate you password text box. If your data type is an email, it will generate you email text box. If your data type is a date time, it will generate you date time text box. Means you don't require to think now. Which text box should I use? Just simply use editor for. That will go to the model class, fix the data type of the column, and an appropriate control is going to be created for you there now. Are you guys clearer or not? So that is what. See now, this is going to create you a view for an insert operation. Create means inserting now. Create means insert operation. Same like this. One more time. Delete. Again. Add view. Now choose here, delete. It'll get a view for a delete operation now. Choose here, um, details. Already I shown you details. Edit operation. I did not only tell you about the list. Today one record only there. Tomorrow if 100 records are there, a table of all the records. It'll show you a table of all the records. Got my point? Okay, I will show you now. It'll show you a table with all the records. And for every record, it will provide you a view button, edit button, delete button. It'll give you a view button. You click on that, you can see that record. Edit button, it'll give you a view for editing. Delete button, it'll give you a view for deleting. And also a create button. You click on the create, it'll create a view for create. All these will be auto-generated. Are you clear? If I use this, my work will become simpler. But first, let us understand how to create the views on our own. Going forward, we will use all these templates. Did you understand about the templates? What template are we using every day? Empty without model. That is why you don't have a model class option and manually you're writing everything. Okay, but going forward, we'll use all these templates to make the work simple. But first, you create manually so that you should have the knowledge how to create the your interfaces first. So once you have the knowledge, then you can take the help of the templates and generate them. Are you clearer or not? Okay, so that is what basically you have. And also, this also I will tell you what it is. When you're adding a controller, here, what are you selecting? Empty controller, right? If I select this controller, it will generate a controller for you with all methods for inserting, updating, deleting. All methods will be generated and views also will be generated. Did you get my point or not? It will generate the methods also. It will generate you views also. And if I use this, it will generate you the methods, views, everything, targeting a database table now. Means tomorrow, if you try to enter the data will go and sit in the database. Are you clear? So we'll see all these options going forward step by step. But first, always, everywhere, first, always I teach with empty blanks. So you learn first how to write the code. If system writes the code, what you understand. So first you learn writing code manually. So once you're acquainted, now take the help of the system. So that tomorrow, if you look into the code also, you'll understand, okay, this is what I written. Now system has written all the same code only for me. Got my point? Okay. So all these options are available to you over there, which will automatically come into picture when you try to use the scaffolding. All this is scaffolding only. Okay. Well, guys, I'll show you all this. But as of now, I'll go with add view. What shall I choose? Shall I go with the details view? Details. Choose your model class. Student. Click add. Oh, did not change the name. Display student ST. Is this ready? Now run your code and observe it. Yeah, we already tested. Okay, add a new view for with the name display ST under student folder and write the code. See here also, I also written the same code only. What is that? What is display name for? This will get you the property name. This will get you property value. This will get the property name and this will get you the property value basically. Display name. Editor, just to explain about editor also. This will generate the control based on the data type. You don't require to choose the control. It will only generate you based on the data type. This will get you property name. This will get you, this will get you property value. This will get you property name. This will get you property name. Understood all of you? Okay, these are all the strongly typed helpers. See, you call the add student. This will launch add student ST view to enter details for a new student. When we fill the form and click the save button, will launch display student st.cshtml view to display the details which the user has entered in the form. In display st.cshtml, we have used the display name for method. We'll get the we have used a display name for method, which will get the property name over there, and display per method will get the property value over there. It will get you the name and values in the appropriate places. Are you guys clear? Understood strongly typed helpers? You know HTML helpers. You don't require to specially learn strongly typed helpers. Only thing is use further and any name and a lambda expression property name. That's all. Don't manually type the name now. Now use directly from the model only. Directly take it from the model. So tomorrow there are less chances of giving wrong names there. Why? If you give wrong name, you type yes.sid. If I type yes.sname, compile time error. But earlier, if I give wrong name, no compile time error, no runtime error. But now you'll get a compile time error so that you can understand the mistake and you can fix the problems there. Point clear? Okay. It's all about how you create the views by using all the three options what we have. What is it? HTML. And frankly, guys, we won't use HTML controls. We'll use HTML controls only few cases. What is it? Submit button, reset button, image. For image also, there is no HTML helper. Wherever HTML helpers are not there, I use HTML controls. Maximum what you use is only strongly typed helpers and HTML helpers. Are you clear? Okay, so fine. The next topic what we're going to learn right now here is, it's about partial views. What is it? Partial views. So what are these partial views? What are these partial views? Nothing, man. Actually, I have 4 views in my, not 4 views here. So many views are there in our project now. I have all these views now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 views are there. On the top of all the views, I want to display my company name. On the top of all the views, I want to display my company name. Got it? I want to display my company name, address, about my company. I want to get the header now, my company name. So if you want to do that, there are 11 views here. One option is design it 11 times. Design it 11 times. You designed it now. You set some background color. There you displayed the company name. You've done some styling, bootstrap stylings, and all the things you've done, and you designed it now. It looks good. Now the same you want in the remaining 10 also. You started copying and pasting this code in all the remaining 10 views. So all the 10 views are now going to show the company name now. Okay. Project development is completed. Now you are giving a demo to the client. When you give a demo to the client said, I did not like the background color. I did not like the background color. Change it. See the headache now? Just now we have 11 views only, but going forward in your application, hundreds of views will be there. You're required to make a modification for 100 times now. Are you ready? In this process, if you forget any one, that will become a nuisance now. Again, tomorrow the client identified this not modified, again you should change it. Time taking, yeah. All time taking things. Okay. To overcome this particular problem, we have a concept called as partial view. What is it? Partial view. A partial view is like a user created control. A partial view is like a user created control. What is that? There is a text box control available. Are you able to use the text box wherever you want? Or are you creating a text box every time? Are you designing a text box every time? Text box is ready, we are using it. You learned in Windows programming, some of you. You learned in web forms, some of you. Controls are ready. all the pages now. You can place it in all the pages. Advantage, sir. The advantage is very simple. Tomorrow, if you want to make any changes, you don't require to make the change for multiple times now. Where to make the change? In the partial view. Once you make the change in the partial view, that reflects to all the pages. Are you getting me or not? That is what a partial view is. That's what a partial view is. So how do we create them? How do we create these partial views? Guys, first thing, where we want the view to be used in one page or multiple pages? Multiple pages. So create it in the shared folder. Partial views, error views, these type of views are always going to be in the shared folder because shared by all. So the best place to create is shared folder. And let's add a shared folder in the views now. Come on, right click on the views, add folder. Oh, it's in the run mode. Right click, add new folder. We'll name it as share. We'll name it as share. Now let me add a view. Add a view. MVC 5 view and give a name for your view now. Okay, generally to differentiate them from the regular views, partial views are always prefixed with a underscore. Partial view names are always prefixed with a underscore. Why, sir? To differentiate it from the regular view. That's a process what we follow. Are you clear? So I want to give the name as underscore header. My view name is header.cshtml. The extension is same here. CSHTML underscore header.cshtml. Are you clear? Now what you'll do is come below. This checkbox is also you understand now. What is it? Create as a select this. What happens, sir, if I select this one? Just watch. Click on the add button. Everything is blank. We don't have the HTML code generated now. Why? Tomorrow you're going to place this view on your normal view now. There also you have a head tag, body tag. Here also you have head tag, body tag. But both are combined. Two head tags, two body tags will come now. Understood or not? That is why here we don't have head, body. All these things won't be present. Only blank like this. Okay, now it is completely blank. And now you just write the code for designing whatever you want now. Are you clear? So just design it now. So are you going to design it? Yeah, I will do one thing. Just some HTML code I'll write for design. Okay, just watch, guys. I'm using a div tag. You know div now? What is a div? A container that spreads horizontally full size of your screen. That spreads horizontally to the full size of your screen. I'm writing a style code, guys. Color, dark salmon, text align center, height, background color, border style, border color, border width. Okay, box. I'm giving a box, shadow box with all the four options to the appropriate thing. Okay, so like this, I'm just going to write some style code for this div tag now. Inside of it, I'm just using a marquee. You know marquee? A marquee. What is a marquee? Scrolling text. The text will be scrolling for you. The text will be scrolling. Generally, text will be stable now. But marquee means scrolling text. Yeah, I'm giving some styling for this. And behavior is alternate. Alternate means left to right, right to left. It keeps on moving now. Left to right, right to left. What I'm showing there? .NET, Java, Python, Hadoop, data science, DevOps, etc. And here, I want to display my company name now. Not a company name also. I just want to put my company's image there. I want to put my company's image there. Nice. Have a look on my D drive, a folder called images. In this images, I have my company image. I want to put it there now. This is what I want to put on the top now. Is that clear? This is the image what I want to display. Okay, we'll do it. First, this image should be in your project here. Array, image cannot be taken from the hard disk. The image should be in your project. It should be in your project. So let's do one thing. In our project, we will add a folder directly in the project itself. Okay. What are the folder? Images. Add a new folder. Images. Now add your image to this folder now. Add your image to this folder. Yeah, we'll add it. Right click. Add. You'll find an option called as existing item. Every day you select new item na. Same way existing item. Select it from your hard disk. D drive. Images. All only there na. I think I selected wrong folder. Okay. Selecting the image. Are you clear? Just selecting the image. This is the image. I want to get the image here. Okay, let's use the image tag. You know how to use the image tag? I'm just using a image tag now. So watch. Image. ID is equals to IMG Naresh. Alternate text. When the image is not loaded, I want to get this. Guys, I want to rename my image here. Any name you like. I'm just going to rename it as nareshit.jpg. Something. Okay. Now, source is equals to tilde slash. What is tilde slash? Tilde slash means project folder. Already said you. Under the project folder, images. Under that you have. That's your image. That's your image. Width is equals to, well, 96%. Actually, div tag is 100%. Now 96% means 2% on the left and 2% on the right. I'm leaving it now, just like for a border. Next, the height is equals to 80%. I'm giving 80% only. Why? The remaining 20%, I'm leaving it for my marquee. I'm leaving the 20% for my marquee now. So 80%. So what is the actual height of your thing is? In the 150 pixel, 80% is given to the image, 20% is given to the marquee. This is my control. This is my header now. This is my partial view what I created. This is the partial view what I have created. Now I want to use this partial view on all my pages. Which page? So many pages are there. In every page I want to use it. How many pages are there? 11 are there. Okay, we'll use in these 4 pages, man. The last 4 pages. Okay, now I want to use in the page add a student first. On the top of the add a student, I want to get it. Here, so let me come here. And on the top, I'm just using @HTML.partial. There is a method called as render partial. What is the method name? Render partial means render the code of the partial view now and give the name of your partial view. Give the name of your partial view. What is the name of your partial view, man? Tell me. Underscore header. Underscore header. Okay. HTML dot render partial and just giving the name of it. Three methods are there. What are the 3 methods? Partial, render partial. Oh, correct only. Yeah. No. Yeah, HTML dot render partial. Sir, what is the difference? If you write like this, you're trying to print it. You're trying to but that's a void statement. There is a void method. That is a void method. That is why we got the error. Okay. This is actually three options are there to display. I'll show you all the three and tell you the pros and cons of each and everything. First one, render partial. Run, guys. You must see your company name on the top now. Is what I designed now. I given a dotted border, some shading. I placed the image. I just left the spaces here now. Box shade comes now here. The marquee tag showing you the text, some text. Are you clearer? So tomorrow I shown to the client. The client said I did not like the background color. Okay, I'll go and change in my partial view. That affects my whole applications now. I don't require to redesign it at all the places. Are you guys clearer or not? Understood me? This is one way how you can display the partial, sorry, how we can load a partial view. Three options are there. Okay, I'll show you one option everywhere. Let us go to our second view. What is the second view? Add student ST. Here also I want to get it. Here also I want to get it. The second way is @HTML dot. What is the method we use now? Render partial. Render partial. The method is partial. The method is partial. You can give your view name underscore header. Now, I have a doubt here. Directly you used it. Yes. This is a value returning method. This is a so because value returning method you can directly print on the monitor now. That's how it works. Previous one is a void method. I cannot print it, but this can be printed. This can be printed. See, this is the second way how you can show. So first let us call add student. Absolutely, guys. Student, add student. Here we loaded by using render partial. Here we loaded by using the render partial. We just use the render partial and loaded in this case now. Okay. Click on the save. Where we added here? Oh, we added in add student. We'll launch display. I added display student ST, guys. Sorry, we should add in display student. We added in display student ST. Wrong place. Just a minute. I done something wrong. Where I added off add student. Oh, add student ST I have added. No, we are wrong. Where we want to add? Display student is where we want to add. Okay. Loading here. Okay. Student, add student. It stopped it here. Till Got it? Got it? Yes, we also. Sir, what is the difference between the first one and the second one? Both are giving you the same output only. Yes or not? Both are giving the same output only. How they are going to be different? How they are going to be different here? So not notice any difference in the appropriate thing. Both are same now. Yes or not? No, both are not same. Actually, guys, this method is a value returning method. It is a, so you can capture that value. For example, look at string. What is the method? HTML dot partial underscore header. Look, man, this is a value returning method. What it returns? MVC HTML string. So now MVC HTML string. Okay. So HTML string is equals to, I'm going to first capture this value. After capturing this value, under this class, what methods are there? We don't have any methods in this, but we have an option called toString. Just a minute. Dot toString. I'm calling it toString. String something. What's it? str equal to. What you done first? First you capture the HTML string. Afterwards, open the mouth and answer. You're converting into string. You're converting this into string. Array, without writing two lines, you can write up on the same line now. What is this? Array, without all these things. Simply string str is equals to dot toString. Convert to string. Now see, str will contain the whole string in it now. What string it will contain? This one will come there. What will come from the div to py div? All the things will come there. Understood or not? So I'm using str is equals to str dot replace, the method called replace. In this replace method, replace is a simple method here. It will replace the old value with a new value. I want to replace wherever it finds 150. I want to replace it with the value 200. Did you understand me? What is that 150? Height of your div tag. I'm manipulating this. I am manipulating this one. Are you clear? So finally, I'm going to convert this back into a HTML string. I'm going to convert this back into a HTML string. How? MVC HTML string. HTML string is equals to new MVC HTML string. And what is it taking? See, a string value. So let us pass str there. And now at the rate, what you're doing? Printing. I'm printing the string to you. So what are you trying to do? I'll show you. Watch. Let's run the controller. Add student. Fill your details. Fill in your details. Click on the save button. Modified or not? This is what the difference is. Tomorrow, in some view, you want to modify the original partial view now. So I want this change only for one place, not for all. You want in all places. Where you modify? Directly in the partial view. No. I don't want to modify in all the places. I want to modify only in one place. Such scenario, what you can do? You can call the method partial, capture the string, convert. Say I use the replace. You use whatever mechanism you want to manipulate and manipulate it now. Finally, convert into HTML string and print it on the monitor. Are you guys clearer or not? If you need any manipulations to be performed in any particular view, we can use this. There's an advantage and disadvantage also. Advantage, what is the advantage? Advantage is I can manipulate. Disadvantage is I can manipulate. Yeah, that only disadvantage also. Yes or not? What is the advantage, sir? I can manipulate. What is the disadvantage? I can manipulate. Disadvantage. Are you getting me? Yes or not? So we can consider like an advantage also. We can consider that like a disadvantage also. Okay, but option is available. You can call HTML.partial and use it. So two options I've shown you for displaying the things now. What is the first option? Return type. Second option. Void. Third option. What is the third option? The third option is just a minute. At the rate HTML dot partial underscore header. Guys, observe. I'm showing you one mechanism in each. In add student, what did I show? Render partial. In a display student, I showed partial. In add student ST also, I'm showing you partial only, but manipulating it. I'm showing you partial only, but manipulating. Now come to display student ST. I'll show you the fourth option here. Watch. What is the fourth one? As the fourth option is, you can basically, you can do this. What? To return a view, what are you doing? You're writing an action method. Yes or not? You're writing a action method. Same like that, just like you're writing an action method to return a view. Now we can also write an action method to return a partial view. We can write an action method to return a partial view. To return a partial view also, we can write one method now. Where go to student controller, public partial view result. I said you number of results are there one by one. I'll show you. Till now we talked about two results. What are the two? View result, redirect to route result, action result also. The fourth one, partial view result. Give a name of your choice. I'm giving the name as header. Now, what is the action method? What is the action method? Return partial view. But actually, the view name and our action method name are not matching. Action method name is header yaar. View name is underscore header. The view name is, so mention the name here. When names are different, you need to mention underscore header. Are you clear? Now guys, you can call the partial view independently now on the browser. You can call the partial view independently on the browser. I want to see the output of the partial view only. Did you catch my point? I want to see the output of partial view only. Yeah, you can run. What guys? Slash student. What is the method name? Header. You can just see the output of a partial view. Are you getting my point here? So like this, we can just see the output of a partial view. But come to display student ST and now see at the rate HTML dot, okay, render action. You can call the action method name now. What is your action method name? Header. You're calling the action method. Which action method? Render action. When you call render action, you're telling the name of the appropriate thing. What is the name? Header. What is the name? Header. So this is going to call you the things now. Again. Oh, at the rate here now, wrongly placed. Okay. So now you see display student. Not display student here. We need to call add student st. Fill the details here. Add student st. Here also we got it now. But here what I called? Render action, not render partial. What do we call? All the three. Option 1. HTML.partial. What should I pass? Partial view name. Option 2. What do you require to pass? Partial view name. Option 3. What do you require to pass? Action method name, not partial view name. In the action method, we'll specify the view name. So first we'll call the action method. Action method will call the partial view. Are you clearer? Yes or not? This is what a partial view is. Okay, have a look, guys. Say, just like we have user controls in ASP.NET Web Forms, we have partial views in ASP.NET MVC. Basically, if you're working with web forms, we are not working with web forms. In web forms also same concept was available, but there it is called as user control. What is it called? But here we call it as partial view. A partial view is also a view, but this can be used in other views. That is, they provide reusability. What it provides is reusability. Creating a partial view is also just like creating a normal view. And the extension of the partial view is also will be .cshtml only. Ray, you did not create a partial view separately, specially, guys. How you created a normal view and partial both are same only. Only thing is we don't have a HTML tag, header tag, body tag. Without that, directly the content only we have written. What is the extension? .cshtml. Okay, but in partial view we don't have any HTML tags like head, body by default. Partial views are generally stored in the shared folder of views because they are consumed by multiple views in the application. It is suggested, not mandatory, to prefix optional partial view names with underscore to differentiate them from other views. So many views are there. Which one is the partial view? To differentiate, use underscore. Okay. To work with partial views in our existing project, that is MVC UI designing, add a new folder with the name shared in the views folder and add another folder under the project with the name images. Copy an image into that folder and rename it as header. Any name you like here, any image you like, copy it. But be careful, any image, no problem, but make sure it is going to be a horizontal image. We are putting on the header now. So that's what I'm telling you. Something like a horizontal image. Just Google and download some images online. So suppose you just Google, I want to download a Facebook image. Facebook images. You can just go something. This is something like horizontal images like this. Okay. Are you clear? So square images and all that also will come, but will be consuming a lot of space. This suits well. See these type of images. So download any image, no problem. Okay, just to download and use in the code. That's it. Next. All right. Yeah. Now right click on the shared folder, select add view, name it as. Check the create as a, which will disable all the other checkboxes on the window, and then click on add button. This action will create a blank .cshtml file. Write the below code in it. That's the code I already explained to you. Consuming a partial view. After getting the partial view, we can consume it in any of our view by calling the below three methods of HTML helper class. These are also same class only. Which class? HTML helper class. What are the three? HTML.partial, HTML.render partial, HTML.render action. The first option of calling the method partial returns an MVC HTML string. And we can call this method in any of our view page because this method returns a string back. There is a chance to manipulate the content of the partial view in the future within our view pages. I said we have an option, we have a chance to manipulate. And what I said, there's a drawback. And at the same time, I can also say there's an advantage also. Okay, next. The second option of calling the method render partial is also done in our view pages and is a preferred option because its return type is void and there is no chance to manipulate the partial view. That is, it can be used as is only. You can use it as is. Third option. Third option is also non-modifiable, but to use this, we again need to define a new action method under a controller class, because in this case we call the action method in a way, but not the partial. Here also advantage and disadvantage is there. Advantage, if you write the code, you can individually call the partial view in the browser now. Disadvantage, again a separate method should be written. Understood? Okay. So you can just first I'm using HTML.partial. You test this. Open, add a student view in student control. Write the below code in the body section just above the div tag. Write this. Okay, now second option. Note, as said above, we can manipulate the content of the partial view in this case. And to test this, go to display student.cshtml and write it. Now see, I explained you the code already. First line, I am getting the string, converting into string because the return type is MVC HTML string. Second line, I called replace and replaced 150 with 200. Third line, I'm converting this into MVC HTML string. Finally, I'm printing the HTML string on the monitor. Okay. In the above case, the width of the div is increased from 150 pixels to 200 pixels. And in the same way, we can manipulate anything within the partial view. Second option, render partial. To test this, open, add the student st.cshtml view of student controller and write the below code in its body section. Just above the div tag. Write that code there. Third option, render action. In this case, we cannot directly call the partial view because what we need to call is an action method, which will in turn call the, to test this, go to student controller, define a new action method like this. Public partial view result. Method name, header. Return partial view, the name of the view. Guys, if I don't use underscore there, I can directly call return partial view. Why? If the view name matches with the action method name, you can directly call, you know that already. Because they're not matching, I specified the view name there. Now go to display student st and call this HTML.render action. We are not calling the partial view. We are calling the action method. Which action method? Header. That will call the underscore header partial. Are you clearer or not? Understood? We'll see one more example. With a model, we'll see now. Right, now I just given static data, that's all. The real advantage of a partial view, I'll show you with a model. With a model, we'll see now. Okay. What if two action method names are same? Two controls, there we don't provide another control. I did not understand here. What, sir, what if two action method names are same? Same two controls, sir. Two action method names are same. Two controls. First preference goes to local controller. In one controller, you cannot write two methods with the same name now. Yes or not? So basically the question is, he typed it wrong there. You're calling the method where you're not calling the view there. There is a method name. See, the question is, it was asking about if two action method names are same, to control. There we have not provided any control. Asking you not provide the controller name there. Ray, yeah. The question is here we called. What we call? Not here. You did not write the controller name, na? You suppose there are two methods with the same name. First preference goes to the same controller. If you don't write the controller name, first preference goes to where? Same controller. In one controller, two methods cannot have same name. Where is the ambiguity now? Yes or not? So there is no problem at all. Why header not required in third method? Hey, we are not calling the partial view. What are we calling? Action method. What is the action method name? Header. Action method will call the partial view. That's why there we mention underscore header. But here, header. See, what's the name? See, header. I'm calling this one. This will call underscore header. Okay, fine. A little bit more complex we'll do now. What's it? I will look, man. I will define. I'll create a new partial view with the help of a model. With the help of a model. Concentrate here. Right click on the models. Let's add a new model class. We went with the student and employee. We'll go with the customer now. Customer. Come on, what are the attributes of a customer? Customer ID, name, a balance, something. Yeah, I'm just going to take different attributes of a customer. See you guys. Look, what are the attributes? ID, name of the customer, account. What is the account type? Savings account, whatever it is. Balance, city, status, photo. I want to display the customer photograph also over there. Are you clear? This is my model class. This is my model class. Now, let us add a controller also. Add a controller. What controller? Customer controller. Guys, can I do this? Watch. Public, view result, display customer, Here, can I create a customer class instance now? We did not import the model namespace. It will import. Customer is equals to new customer. Do you have a parameterized constructor in the class? Customer class. Do you have any parameterized constructor in the class? No. Then it will use the default constructor. Correct or not? It will use the default constructor. And all the attributes are initialized with default values. So in that scenario, what we do? Object initializer. We go for using a object initializer. So can I create an instance by passing on all the values explicitly or not? So I'm going to create an instance. Watch, guys. I used a object initializer. We need all these images now. In the images folder, add the image. What image? Image 1. Already we have images folder now. I'll add you. That's all. Add existing item. Images. Again, what happened? Image 1. Okay, I added one image, guys. Have a look. One image. What are you doing now? You're creating an instance now. And this is the instance. Now, can I say return view? And can I pass the C1 there? Come on, guys. We've done it already in the previous examples. But previous examples, what is the difference between previous example and a current example? In the previous example, We have created this by taking the information from the user. User entered either in the text boxes or in the address bar. First in the address bar, you have a product 101, choose something with that. In the second example, entered in the text boxes. But here I did not take the input from the user directly. I just created an instance with all the values and I'm passing to the view. Now, when I go to display customer, can I access the C1 there or not? So right click, add view. Come on, import the model @model. MVC UI designing models customer. Now you can start displaying your information here @model customer ID. You can get all the values on the screen now. Break @model name. Okay, just for example. Okay, let me run this now. I'll show you all the values, but the values will come here. But these values are not taken as input from the user now. That's all. We've given all the static values. Maybe these values can come from a database going forward now. Understood? These values can come from a database going forward. But I created one instance. You're clear with this? Any doubt? Tell me, what did you do? You created one instance with the static values and passed it. Are you clearer? Okay. But this is the new thing I'm showing you now. Concentrate on this, guys. I am creating 6 instances, man, not 1. How many I created? I want 6 images also. We have only image 1. Let us add in existing item, images. Let me add some images. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, guys, I just taken 6 images also here. And there are 6 customers now. So here I used image 2. Here I used image 3. Okay, now? So 6 now. How to pass? I want to pass all the 6 to my view now. Did you get my point? I want to pass all the 6 to my view now, not 1. How many? 6. How to pass it? You guys watch. List of string is equals to new list of string. If you create a list like this, what do you add in this list? A set of string values. You add a set of string values. How? Red, blue, something, guys. I'm adding a set of string values. List is holding which type of values? Can I say list of customer? If I can use a string there, why can't I use a customer? Both are classes only. Yes or not? Okay, just like you said strings there, here I'll say customers. Multiple customers na, is equals to new list of customer. Just like you passed some set of values here, here also we can pass now. What? T1, T2, T3, C4, C5, T6. Did you guys understand that? All the people who completed collections, you know them. If anyone did not do collection, for them only it is going to be new. Who learned collection already, you learned all these things in your collection classes basically. So list of customers is equals to new list of customer passing. Now see what you're doing. Array, you're doing a package. You're doing a packaging all the things now. You have 6 boxes. You need to carry all the 6 boxes. These are small boxes. What do? You're putting all the 6 under one big box now. So it is easy to carry. That's only we are doing. We are putting all the 6 under one list now. Now, can I say return view, and pass the customers now. Are you guys clearer or not? Now tell me, are you passing a customer to the view or are you passing a list to the view? So what is your model? List. Not directly list of customer, not a customer now. What is it? List of customer. Okay. Now come to the view, all of you. Focus it. Come to the view. And you're not passing a customer. Remember, what are you passing? So how did you write? How you should write? List of. That's how you should read it now. Are you clearer or not? Understood how to read? List of customer. Because you're not passing a customer. What you passed? List of customer. Not list also. List of customer. So read it as a list of customer only now. Is that clear or not? Okay. So once again, you can just observe. What are you doing? You created 6 customers. And you're adding all of them into a list. What list? List of customer. And you're passing that one here. So here I should receive it as a list of customer only. Are you clear? Sir, there you written list of customer. Here you written list of all these things. Because there I have an option of importing a namespace. And here I don't have the option of importing the namespace. Are you clearer or not? No, guys. Here also we can import. At the rate using what? MVC UI designing dot models. Now come here. Okay now? Are you clear now? There also we imported. Here also we imported. See, there also see in this class also we imported. See. Just one line. Always I'm writing up like this. Otherwise, a multiple statements import is right. One line only now. Again, why to write this? See, now only more code. Why? Again, you're typing at the rate using. Otherwise, you directly write this before over now. Again, no need to type at the rate using now. When to use this importing mechanism? When you have multiple, use it. For one thing, no need of no point of importing any namespace. Are you clearer? So here, which one is better? Writing it separately or writing as one line? Writing as one line only. If you feel confusion, write separately. Is that clear? But one single statement will be enough to you. So directly place it here. Okay. Now listen. When I pass a customer, and in my code, when I say iterate model, iterate model means your customer. Again, I'm telling you, when I pass a customer, understand my statement correctly. When I pass a customer, if I say iterate model is a customer. Am I correct? But are you passing a customer now? Huh? What are you passing? Means iterate model is a list now. Correct or not? That is why error there, see. Why, sir? Because put your mouse and see. It is a list of customer. It is not a customer. It is a. And how do you access the values of arrays and list? Array loop here, loop. How do you access the value of arrays and list? We should loop it. We should loop it now. Correct? So can I try like this? At the rate per each customer. See again, here also you're typing. So because multiple times you are writing. So better option, importing now. Are you clear? So if you are multiple times, the best option is always importing only. At the rate using and write this on the top. At the rate using, write this on the top. So now here also we can directly say customer in at the rate model. Are you guys clear? Yes or not? What this is? List of customer. You're picking one by one customer now. So you have an integer array. You'll pick one by one integer. You have a string array. You'll pick one by one string now. It's a customer array. You pick one by one customer. And now this is the customer. Now you can say customer dot, and see now all your values. Yes or not? Okay. Now I want to write the code here for displaying my data. How I want to display? Guys, I want to display in a tabular format. I want to display the output in a tabular format. In the left hand side, image should come. In the left hand side, image should come. In the right hand side, it has to display the data now. What? Customer ID, suppose 101. Name, okay, the name. Account or type something, account, whatever it is, savings account or something. Okay. Next, balance, whatever is your balance. Okay. City, whatever is your city. Status, whatever is your status. This is how I want to show now. Yeah. Inside the loop, write a table code and display the output now. Are you getting me? Yes or not? But actually, I will write up the code here. Here, I will write up the code. So just create a table. How many columns? 7, na? Total 7. Total 7 along with the photo. Means this image should row span 6. The image should row span 6 now. The first row should row span 6. And afterwards, all these on the other side. Okay, we'll do it, guys. Not a big deal. But I want to display this output, this similar output I want to display in multiple view files. The similar output I want to display in multiple view files. Tell me now, shall I write the code here or shall I create a partial view now? Got your point now? Create a partial view so that you can use it in all the places now. So what is the better option? Create a partial view now. Don't go for writing the code here. What code you are planning to write here, write the same code in the partial view now. Tomorrow partial view can be used here. So all the places the partial view can be used now. Understood? Till now I did not tell you anything new, guys. If I shown anything new means, till now I passed the single objects, but today I passed you list of objects. So finally create a partial view. Write the HTML code how you want to show the output. And once you are done with it, what you'll do? Call the view, call the partial view here. Am I clear? Shall I get a partial view? Where to create? Shared folder, add a view. What shall I name? Shall I name it as customer view? Underscore customer view. Underscore customer view. Create as a. And here you want to display one customer data, right? Yes or not? @ model MVC UI designing dot models dot customer. And write all the HTML code how you want to display the output. Oh, here I have it. Sorry, I missed it. Just guys, have a look. Table, border is equals to 1, width is equals to 350. First row, PD, row span 6, width is 200, height is 200. Image, style, width and height, source. Sir, earlier you written tilde slash. Hey, there I have taken the image, but now the image is in the property. You are not referring to the direct path now. Where is it in the property now? So how to get it? URL dot content model dot photo. This will take the path from it and assign to SRC. Next, customer ID. Reminding all in the you are displaying name, all these values in the other side now. The last one I'm showing a checkbox. That's what I used. Checkbox for status. So what it will show you now? A checkbox will come there. A checkbox will come there. This is my view now. Understood or not? When I call this view, do I need to pass any input for the view? Yes. What you should pass? Model object. What you should pass? Now see, come to display customer. Your job is simple. What's it? At the rate HTML dot. What is the method? Not render action. Render partial. What's the partial view name? Underscore customer view, comma. You have the option to pass an object model. What will you pass? Now this will go there, and now that will publish the image to you. Now, how many times it will call? 6 times it will call, guys. Are you clear? Put a breakpoint here. The loop runs and 6 times it will call you. What? Render partial. Means 6 times it will create you 6 tables to you. Each record comes as a table. Not one table. Our layout is different. See, we did not show the output as rows, columns like this. How I'm showing is a different style. Means every record will have table. Every record is a table. This is one table. Second record is second table. Third record, third table. Everything will come as a table now. So I had a breakpoint here. You can just watch. Run what? Display customers. Okay? Run. Watchman, what you got in the model? Can you see that? If you click on the view button, it will show you the data also. Watch it. The path of the image. Are you clear? When you click the view button, you will see the complete information on the screen basically. How to see? Mouse here, view button. You want to export this data into an Excel file also, you have the option here. I want to save it in an Excel file, export to Excel. It will directly go and save in the Excel file. Are you guys clearer or not? Okay. Now picking one by one customer. First customer. Who is the first customer? Check it out. Peter, okay? And now that is passed to the render partial method now, and render partial will publish you now. Are you clear? Second customer, second time calling. Third customer, third time calling. 4, 5, and 6. 6 time calling. Checking any more values? No. Right? Came out. Got it? Yes or not? Okay. Why did I create a partial view now? Array, without creating a partial view, here only I can write all the HTML code. Array, that HTML code can be written here directly. Copy paste the code here. We have the record now. But why did I write it? Because going forward, I want the same output to be displayed in different views now. Will you write again and again? Huh? Come on, think about the reusability. What we done? Partial view, call the partial view. So going forward, can I call the partial view in all the places now? Yes or not? Okay. See, going forward, I'm just slowly, I'm just trying to increase the volume. See, first is single records. Now we dealt with all these are static, right? In the next step, in our next step, all this data will come from the database directly now. 100 records, 200 records, 1000 records. Everything will come from the database and now will be displayed for you on the browser. Are you clearer or not? Understood about the partial view now? Okay. So here, creating a partial view is to display one record. That's why I'm passing a model for it. What is the model? Louder. Here I'm not using list. Why? This is designed to show only one record. I'll call it for multiple times. If I want 100 times, I'll call for 100 times. But this is to display only one record. That is why I passed only customer here. But this one is not getting one customer. This is getting your list of customers. That is why I taken a list of customers. Can you tell me the steps now? What are the steps you followed? First step. Define a model class first. Okay, first step is define a. Second step, add a set of images in the images folder. Step 3, add a controller, action method, and in the action method, create a set of instances. Add all of them into a list. Pass to the view now. Pass to the view. And in the view, you just deal with a list here. Here, simple code only here. We did not write anything. Just a for each loop, that's all. What we have is only a for each loop. Next step, create a partial view to just load the information. So follow the step-by-step process, guys. I given you very clearly. First step, class. Second step, add some images. Whatever images you load, but I used image 1, image 2. That's why rename your images to the names there. Step 3, add a controller, display customers, and just go for creating the instances. After creating instances, add them to list, pass to view. In the above case, display action method is creating instances of adding them into a list and then sending the list to the corresponding view to display. To display each customer data in a table format, let us create a. Now the next step, I created a partial view now. What is the name? Customer view. But this customer view is taking only single customer, not list of customers. Finally, step 5, add a view to display customer action method and write the below coordinate. What do you write? @model list MVC UI designing.model.customer. You can also use I enumerable. Yesterday I said, you remember? You can use I enumerable. There is a parent. List is specific. I enumerable is generic. Just like you pass int as a parameter, object as a parameter. I enumerable is also like this. Anyway, why I said you can use I enumerable. Tomorrow, when you see any code online, any examples online, they won't use list. What they use is I enumerable. That is why, again, you should not have a confusion. That's why I said you. This also will work. That also will work. No problem at all. Okay. Next, write the code under the div tag. A simple for each loop. A simple for each loop. See that when you're writing it, for each MVC UI designing.model.customer. Simpler way. Where customer. You know that nah? Where customer, or otherwise dynamic customer. Anything. No need to type all these things. Importing also you can do @ using just now I showed you. That also will work. When we send a request to display customer action method of customer controller, the method creates a list of customers and transfers it to display customer.cshtml view, and this view will in turn call the partial view underscore customer view by displaying each customer data in a table format. I enumerable is a interface, is the parent of all the collection classes. So in place of list, we can also use I enumerable, so that going forward, this I enumerable can hold the data that coming from any collection object. Am I clear? Yes or not? Okay. Guys, practice, man. So I want to tell you, tomorrow is a holiday because of Ramjan. Tomorrow is a holiday because of Ramjan. And the main thing what I want to tell is I'm not available next week. I'm not available next week. The whole week I'm on vacation. I'm just leaving on a vacation. I'll not be available. The thing is, why I completed this is that is why I completed. In time I completed this for that reason only. So just thing is, see all the full stack students you practice, job guaranteed students, your lab is from 9 to 11. Tomorrow, the next week, your lab is 9 to 1. Right now, your lab is 11 to 1, I think. 9 to 11. Okay. Your lab will be 9 to 1. So next week, complete all these things first. Are you clear? I'll not be available. My next class will be on May 1st only. Monday. That's Monday. Yeah. Next week, the whole next week, I'll be on vacation. So the next Monday comes on May 1st. Is that clear? Guys, you have a lot of time. Stop it. Stop talking. You have a lot of time. complete the whole syllabus practice what I explained you till now. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll just create a WhatsApp group and I will just share this in your Google Classroom. Yeah. Why I'm just doing is, you have any questions or anything, you share yourself. All of you just post your questions so someone can help you. So share it. So if any questions, post them. Who are successfully able to do it, help the others. Is that clear? So that your knowledge also will be improvised. So just complete everything up to the partial classes, because next class we have 2 topics. After completing 2 topics, database programming only. Are you clear? So next month, just 2 topics are there. One is layout views and data validations. After I complete that, directly we'll jump up to database programming. Clear? Now all this data will come from the database. So that's what I'm telling you. Be 100% perfect in all the examples I showed you till now. Clear? Let's stop here. I wish you all a happy Ramjan. We'll meet back on May 1st.